So this is What in the World Weekly Holiday Edition. I'm in Cancun. I'm going to be in Cancun for the next week or so, and I'm still going to be bringing you my regular, scheduled programming in terms of political, social analysis of goings on around the world, mainly in the UK and the US, that is. But as a top up to my faithful audience, listeners, viewers, all of the above, I decided to do like kind of a holiday edition where I kind of go through tips and tricks for surviving in Cancun. So again, my whole thing is trying to bring you insightful, useful analysis about things. And so if you're someone that's planning to go to Cancun in the next coming days, weeks, months, I think this one's for you. So the first two I'm going to be doing in this video seem a bit contradictory. The first one is make sure you book your airport transfer beforehand. But then the second one is don't book any activities beforehand. That sounds contradictory. I'll tell you why. First, look at the prices you can see behind me in terms of comparison of airport transfers. If you book them online compared to if you book them, basically outside the airport when you get there, you can see the prices are almost double. Now, that's probably generous. You might have to pay triple or even quadruple, depending on how gullible you are. There are a lot of people outside the airport. Once you step out the airport, it's a one-way system, so you can't go back in. So if once you step out, you lose your Wi-Fi connection. You can't book an Uber. Apparently, Ubers are very difficult. They don't let you book Uber from the airport to the hotels, which are in the hotel zone, which is where I'm staying. That's what all the tourists stay. But you can book a taxi or Uber on Uber from your hotel back to the airport when you're leaving. So that means you're at the mercy of the people outside, and they're very good at what they do. They have these rate cards that make it seem so official. The price they're giving you. So yesterday when I was there, for example, the guy was showing me the rate card, and it says the prices to the hotel zone were $110. But it shocked me so much because I'm from Lagos. I'm like, I ain't paying that. So I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'll just get a. Oh, shit. Have I got to delete that video because I swore? I hope not. Anyway, I was like, fuck it. I'll just rent a car. So I was gonna rent a car, and it was actually 85, actually 60, actually, I ended up paying $50. But again, you can see that'll be double the price I would have paid if I just booked it online. So don't book that before. Make sure you book that beforehand. Don't get there and wait, because you're gonna get ripped off. The second thing, which I know sounds paradoxical, is that don't book your activities beforehand, and that's for a couple of reasons. One is the weather. I think they have a very tropical weather here, so it can just start raining out of nowhere suddenly. So you can wake up in the morning and it's just downpour the whole day. The weather prediction is not very useful. So if you wait till the day, you can then decide based on the weather what you want to do. And then also you can actually get it cheaper because if you go to the shopping centers, today I was at the Isla shopping mall, and there was a lot of people trying to sell you, tours and activities and things like that. And usually you can actually get it for cheaper. So what you do is on TripAdvisor, you can bookmark the things you want to do, and you have like I guess a maximum price. Because if TripAdvisor says $75, if the person in front of you is saying 100, you're like, okay, I don't care, I'll just book it on TripAdvisor. But then you use that as a bargaining tool to be like, oh, TripAdvisor is actually telling me $60, so can you do better than that? And they'll be like, okay, cool. And so you end up saving yourself, some money. So one of the things I was going to do was like a day trip. I ended up getting it cheaper, and they included the horse ride now for £15 or so less than I would have paid if I booked it on TripAdvisor. So that's the reason why I say don't book it. The weather, and also you can get pretty good prices.